Hey, I'm rolling out 60 different strategies. I'm borrowing those strategies from 60 different YouTube channels, and I'm doing it all in 60 days. If you want to learn how to make $500 a day playing craps, this strategy might be for you. My name is Joe, and this is my Craps Master Journey. Let's make it yours too. Strategy number 25 of our 60 series comes from Dice Setter's YouTube channel, and it's called How to Make $500 a Day Playing Craps. He filmed it back in July of 2019 and has over 3,400 views at this time. What he does on this strategy is he does a controlled shooting type situation, and I have not thrown today at all, but he'll do a hardway set with the straight sixes. So if you look at the sixes in a row here, and if you roll it, there'll be twos on that side, ones on this side, fives on that side, and the sixes right there. Okay, now what it does is, because if you look at this, you roll that once, and look what happens. Sevens come up on that. Or let's say we did this. Rolled it, sevens will come up. Sevens come up pretty easy. So all he does is he just takes one dice set and rolls it out. So we have a 6-2, 3-2 dice set for this strategy. The goal of the strategy is to roll 3 straight hits and then turn the bets off. And then you only do this on yourself. You don't do this betting on any random rollers at all. And what we'll do here is I'm going to pull out, I have an all tall small chart that I have made up since I don't have it on my table, and we'll keep track on that, what our bets are going to be at. So what he does is it's a $5 table, and let's start off with a $200 bankroll. That's 200 right there. Let's start off with a $400 bankroll. So that's $400 in chips here. Okay, and I'm going to get some singles out of here. So that's $20 in singles. Okay, we should be all set now. So what they do with the strategy is he starts off with a $5 pass line bet, and he goes with a $2 any craps bet. Now the $2 any craps bet, that pays out $14, and that'll be enough to pay off this plus our ATS bet that we're going to do, and we're going to go with a 1-1-1 bet on there. Okay, so we'll go $1 small, $1 all, and $1 tall. Okay, and what happens with that is if the small hits, you win $35 for that one, and the same thing for the tall. If the tall hits, you win $35 for the one. If you make them all the numbers on here except for the big red, you win $176 for that one. So that's the startup thing. Starting come out here, $5 on the pass line, $1 on the ATS, 1-1-1 on the ATS, $2 on the Andy Craps. Okay. And let's do this. Let's come out looking for our point. And again, like I said, I have not shot yet today, so let's see how this goes. And we have a 3-2-5. 3-2-5 will be our point. So mark the 5. And we're going to use $100 chips to mark here, guys. So marking the 5, and point is 5. Okay, now, next part of this is going to be 160 across. So 160 across is basically $25 bets on all the numbers. And obviously it's 6 and 8, we need to put a cap of $5 on there. Okay. What we're looking for is we are looking for 3 hits, and then we will come down. We lose the craps, any craps, by the way, because we did not have the craps on the rollout. Okay, so again, straight sixes. Take one, roll it, and dice out. Looking for 3 hits now, guys. And we have a 224. Perfect. That's going to pay out $50 down here. And we're just going to rack that. So that's hit number 1. And we're going to mark the 4, by the way. So we're looking at straight 6s, roll 1, and good to go, ready to go. A little bit wacky of a dice roll. I stuck my fingers, and that is the result. 5, 2, 7. So we're gonna lose all this stuff up here. Puck comes off. Pass lane comes off, and everything is over here. Okay, we lose the ATS. Take the pips off, and we are all set, ready to go again. Okay, $5 on the don't pass, $2 on the C, and 111 on the ATS. Okay, and puck is off. We're looking for a point. Again, we are starting with the 6262. Rolling 1 dice becomes 6232. And coming out. Dice kissed down a little bit, but we have a 639. 9 will be our point. Center field 9, as they call it. Okay, marking the 9. And we are going to go with 170 across. We pick up some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pick up some quarters here. Okay, we're all set. And setting our dice up, set up. Okay. And we have a 213. That does nothing, but we will mark that 3. By the way, we lose that crap from the come out row. Setting our dice up, straight 6s. And roll 1 dice out. And we are good to go. And 336, perfect. That pays out $35. We'll mark that 6. And we are going to rack that. That is hit number 1. Rolling up 1 dice. Oops, did that wrong here, guys. Straight 6s. And rolling up 1 dice. And good to go. And we have another 6. 426. Another $35. Racked it. That's hit number 2. So we marked the 6 already, so we're not going to mark it again. And dice out. And we have a 2 on 3. 3 is marked already, so we've hit that already. That's the second time we've done that. Still staying with that same thing. We're looking for 1 more hit, and then what we're going to do is we're going to turn our bets off. Okay. Let's get her, guys. Dice out. And another 426, pays out 35. So now what's going to happen is we're going to turn our bets off. So that means that all of our bets are not working. The only ones that are working right now is going to be that ATS bet and the pass line bet. Everything else is turned off. So the 426, I believe that was the third time that we've hit that. I'm going to change dice sets. Let's see with that. We'll see how long we can roll that out. See if we can hit more of that ATS. So I kind of like this dice set. Straight sixes. And what I have is the fives are facing me. I just flip one dice over. So it was 6, 5, 4, 5. And that's been hitting sixes here for me. So kind of interesting dice set. And we have an 8 this time. So that's going to pay out. Oh, all the bets are turned off. So we're just looking for that 7. But we will mark that 8 on the ATS and see if we can hit one of those. Dice out. And we have a 9. 5, 4, 9. 9 is marked already. So we've actually rolled out quite a few numbers here, guys, and we have only hit 4 numbers in our rollout, which is kind of strange, but hey, those would be the numbers that you do want to bet on then on a table, obviously, if you're hitting them. And obviously we would be losing a lot of money because we're wasting that. But hey, here's our 5, 2, 7. So we did things right. So our puck comes off. And what we would do is we would wait for the puck to come out. And then we would turn those bets back on. So right now everything's off. We lose the ATS. So that's not working. And we would start everything back over on the table. We would start off with the $5 don't pass, $2 on the C, 111 on the anti-craps. An alternative to this, guys, now is doing a 32 across. And let's show you how this works. That's all of our money. That would have been all of our money on the table. So okay, so let's do this one. So let's do $5 on don't pass. I'm sorry, $5 on a pass, $2 C, and we do a 111 on the ATS. Okay, looking for a come out number here. Let's take it with the same dice set. And we have a 617 that would pay out $5 on that pass line. Again, we're going to go with these. This 5 is facing me. Tilt or turn one dice. And sticking with that. And we have a 6, 4, 10. Easy 10s. Point becomes a 10. We'll mark that 10. By the way, we had a 7, so we're going to lose that ATS. We'll go back up again on that. We lost this. And we lost that twice. So we are all set up on and good on that. So we have a 10, marked a 10. Now, the second way of doing this strategy is starting off with a 32 across. So that's basically $5 on each of the numbers. And I'm going to pick up some nickels here, guys. And I don't know why I did that, because I took money out of the bank. Silly me. Take it out of my rack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get some nickels, or pennies. 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll put a cap on the 6 and 8. Now, what we're going to do again is we're going to go with 3 hits, and then we would turn our bets off. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to work up so we have 64 across. We're trying to get at least one more hit across. We're going to try to bank $32. So that way, once we bank $32, we can go to 64 across. And then our next goal would be to bank 60 for our another $32, so we can go to 96 across, and then everything else will be kept as profits. So let's see if we can do this really quick within time constraints of the videos. And we have a 6, 5, 11. That does nothing for the strategy, but we will mark that 11. That's usually a good number to hit. Kind of a honky roll, but we have 617. So that one would be a loser on the strategy. But hey, that kind of gives you an idea of how the strategy works. Again, the original strategy was you go with a $5 pass line bet. You go with $2 on the C, which pays out $14 should that hit, and you would go the 111 on the ATS, and that pays out as the chart says. And then once you get the come out roll, you would go with 160 across. That would be 25 on each of them, $30 on the 6 and 8. You go for 3 hits and you turn your bets off. You would wait for the 7 to come out, wait for the point to be established, and you turn back on, and you keep going that way. An alternative would be is start with $5 on the pass line, $2 on the C, 111 on the ATS, and then start with 32 across, which is 5 on a $5 table, which is 1 unit on each one of these. You would collect your profits after 3 hits. You would turn your bets off. Once you've made $32 in profits, you would go to 64 across, which is 2 units on each one of the numbers. Again, collect your profits. Once you made enough to have 96 across, which is 3 units on each number, you would do that, and then you just increase it again, another $32 every time you do it. But hey, the link for the original strategy for the Dice Setters video is in the description of this video. And if you like my craft strategies that I'm rolling out, click on that link on that side of the screen. Hey, my name is Joe, and this is my Craftsmaster journey. Let's make it yours too.